What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and with iShowSpeed getting decrypted later tonight, with him doing a live stream on it around Shop Reset, I thought I would go ahead and make a YouTube video talking about all of the currently encrypted files, and if they might be a skin collaboration, if they might just be an emote, or anything else in between there. So I won't be going ahead and being like, oh, pack 1041 is iShowSpeed or anything, but I will be making some guesses here and there based on the leaks and stuff that we currently know about, so just kind of keep that in mind as we go through this video. However, with that said, I do want to give you a little bit of a interesting little tidbit for you guys. If I mention that a file has HD textures just beforehand, that means that it could be something more than just an emote, because things like emotes don't need HD textures at all. However, other stuff, for example, like an actual skin or a back bling or a pickaxe, those have HD textures to them because of, it having a lower quality version and then a higher quality version that usually gets streamed in later down the line. So firstly, we have 8 encrypted files as of right now. It will be 7 after tonight when we actually get the decryption of iShowSpeed. First off, we have pack 1041, which has a file size of 14 megabytes with 1,717 files inside of it. It does have HD textures, and since iShowSpeed is set to be a super big collaboration with 2 skins, 2 backblings, all the type of stuff, I wouldn't be surprised if this file is actually for all the iShowSpeed stuff, which goes under the codename Honor Brace. So if you guys were paying attention to the actual teaser we got towards the start of this actual season with the whole he's making a list, checking it twice thing, all of the codenames showcased there were actual collaborations, such as Playboy Cardi, such as Courage JD, and all that type of stuff. So it appears like it's happening once again, but this time around, that final codename that we didn't know about is actually going to be for iShowSpeed. So it's pretty interesting to see that. Anyways, next up we got pack 1044. Now this pack file has 5.2 megabytes in terms of size, has 104 files inside of it, and it has HD textures. So it does appear like it could be a full cosmetic set. However, it's probably going to be a smaller cosmetic set than we're used to. And, it's just something to kind of keep in mind there. After that, we got pack 1048 with a file size of 28.3 megabytes with 440 files inside of it and HD textures. Because of this having 440 files and having a pretty decent file size, I feel like this is an entire collaboration that we're kind of unaware of, or I've just kind of forgot about when making this video, because of the fact that it just kind of fits that area, right? It's one of those things where they could definitely do a skin, backbling, pickaxe, all that type of stuff in order to have a fully fleshed out collab, but we don't know what is actually inside of it as of right now. Next up, we have 2 different emote pack files. First off, we got pack 1051 with a file size of 1.1 megabytes and 21 files inside of it. And then we got pack 1052 with a file size of 1.0 megabytes and 19 files inside of it. Both of these don't have HD textures, and they're both small enough that I think they're going to be 1 or 2 different emotes that are a part of the icon series. Because as we know, every single update they have encrypted pack files specifically for icon emotes that they slowly decrypt over time and release in the item shop. After that, however, we got pack 1055, which has a file size of 4.2 megabytes, 158 files inside of it, and HD textures. This one can be a lot of cosmetics. It can be backblings, pickaxes, skins, all that type of stuff. However, I'm not 100% for certain what it might be inside of it. I would say, if anything, just kind of expect the skin, or maybe even in the vehicle cosmetic department. Then again, I'm not really for sure the file size area for vehicles, so it could be more, it could be less. But after that, we have pack 1057 with a file size of 32.6 megabytes with 679 files inside of it and HD textures. Because of this one being a little bit heftier, similar to pack 1048 being 28.3 megabytes with 440 files, I wouldn't be surprised if pack 1057 is another encrypted set that has at least a full cosmetic part to it, so like a full skin, backbling, pickaxe combo type of thing. But we still have to wait until we get closer to whenever they actually decrypt it to figure out what that might be. Of course, even though a lot of stuff gets leaked, we still have surprising things here and there, such as, for example, when we had the Danny Phantom collaboration, and when it came to what all the cosmetics a part of the SpongeBob thing were going to be. We knew we were going to get a SpongeBob collaboration because of the leaks, but we didn't know specifically what was going to be included in it. And then finally, we got pack 1058 with a file size of 8.3 megabytes with 113 files inside of it and HD textures. This most likely is going to actually be, just related to a smaller thing, right? It it can still be a cosmetic set, it can still be a full skin and everything else, but it probably won't be as big as some of the other collaborations we've gotten, but who knows? Then again, it could get decrypted and it could just be something completely unrelated to a skin at all. It could be kicks for all we know, but then again, we've already had a lot of kicks decrypted in the current version of Fortnite, so I would be somewhat surprised if they go ahead and decrypt more kicks, considering the fact that the ones they decrypted in the first batch still haven't been fully released as of yet. With us, however, that's pretty much all of the currently released not released collaborations, but currently the collaborations that are currently in the files, I guess you would say, that could be getting decrypted over time. Now I died in a bot lobby, wow. But there are certain issues and things that can change here and there, such as some of them being for quests, because for example, the Bleach quests were in their own encrypted file for Blitz Royale, and a lot of weird stuff here and there. But we do have 8 encrypted files, which means at least before January 15th-ish, when we get the new update, or maybe it's January 18th or something, we should be getting around 6 new cosmetic sets that are actually decrypted in the game, or at least 6 new skins, right? So with that said, I hope you champs and champions enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike it if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys next time with another upload. So until then, peace out.